I think you're going to hear something today that's going to touch your heart. I have with me here Barry, who's been involved in a work to provide wheelchairs for people who need them. So Barry, just start us off here and tell us how this all started and what's involved.
Okay. I've been with Rotary for the last 40 years, and I've been with the Canadian Wheelchair Foundation for the last 20 years. So years ago, I was it's called the International Director for the Rotary Club in Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, Canada. And I was looking for international projects to get involved in. So I went to a district conference, and there was a lady there named Christia Flessner, who was with the Canadian Wheelchair Foundation. And I got talking to her, and I felt that would be a project my club could get behind. So from 2006 to now, we've delivered over 3,000 wheelchairs to people in Mexico, starting in Cancun. And now we're focused in Mazatlan and a city in the state of Sonora called Obregon.
All right, very good. So 3,000 in all, and that's including Mazatlan?
That's correct.
You've helped?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. And I'm sure you got some stories that you could tell about people that you've helped and how that has maybe touched you.
Yes. The majority of the chairs I find go to seniors. Though there are some younger people that we help. Mm-hmm. Probably the most touching story that I can share with you is a lady last year. She was the last person in Mazatlan to receive a wheelchair. And she'd been bedridden for 5 years. Mm. And when we gave her the chair, she started crying. And I asked, I don't speak Spanish, so I asked my Rotary friend that was with me if he could ask her is there something wrong or why is she crying? And she explained to us that those were tears of joy. Mm. She said, I've been praying every day 5 years that God would give me a wheelchair. Mm-hmm. And she said, today God answered my prayer. So when you sponsor a wheelchair or donate to help buy a wheelchair, you never know exactly whose prayer you're going to be answering. Mm-hmm. So it's so the ages, like I said, most of them are seniors, but there are younger people too. We gave a chair to a young man 2 years ago, south of here, a village. I forget the name of it off the top of my head. But he was 13 years old, but he got back and forth to school. He couldn't walk. He could stand with canes, mm-hmm. but he couldn't walk. Mm-hmm. So he was always dependent upon people to get him along and stuff. And so we gave him a wheelchair. Now he has complete freedom to go to school by himself, come back home by himself, complete freedom. Mm-hmm. So when we give a wheelchair, it not only changes the dynamics of the person that receives it, but it also changes the dynamics of the total family and sometimes the community. A lot of these older people that we give wheelchairs to are, I'd say, religious. Mm-hmm. And when they become disabled, they lose the ability to contribute to their community, go to church. And a lot of these people are involved in the church, all are involved in the community. But when a disability happens and they have no more mobility, all that ends. Mm-hmm. But when they get the chair, it's all restored again.
Wow, yeah. Well, and I can tell how emotional you got as you talked about that. Now, you were mentioning to me earlier about where these chairs come from now.
Yes. So the process, if anyone wants to help sponsor a wheelchair, the basic chairs are $325 Canadian, but the Wheelchair Foundation accepts any donations of $50 or more Canadian. Mm-hmm. So if there's people who donate $50, $100, I just pool it all together till we have enough to buy a chair. Mm-hmm. So all the money goes through the Canadian Wheelchair Foundation. They issue tax receipts. Then they order the chairs from, now I should back up. We used to bring the chairs in from China, but now we found a factory in San Juan del Rio, Mexico. I think it's 2 hours just outside Mexico City. It's a factory that employs 40 men and women. So when you sponsor a wheelchair or help buy a wheelchair, you're not only providing help to the recipient and their family, but you're also providing employment to 40 Mexican men and women. Mm-hmm. And it's a registered Mexican charity.
Mm-hmm. So if somebody wants to help, how do they get in contact with you? Is it Facebook, a website?
Best is on my WhatsApp. Mm-hmm. And can you post
I'll put that on the video.
I want to say what the number is.
Right. Yeah, I'll put that on the video for everyone.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you want to add, Barry?
No, I think that's about it.
All right. Well, thank you very
Okay.
much for being here, and I appreciate so much the work that
Thank
you're
you.
doing.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for watching.